Attention passionate Chicago, Bears fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Chicago Bears' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Chicago Bears fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Chicago, Bears fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. If you've been paying close attention to the NFL rumors swirling around the NFC North lately, you already know that big things are brewing behind the scenes. And right now, one of the most talked about whispers is about the Chicago Bears potentially making a bold move to bolster their pass rush, specifically targeting Jacksonville Jaguars edge rusher Josh Allen. It might sound like just another rumor, but the implications are huge, and this could be the kind of move that shifts the entire division's balance of power. Let's set the scene for a moment. The Bears, sitting at 8-5 and still very much in the thick of playoff contention, are looking to punch through to the next level. Their defense, while solid, has room to grow, especially in the pass rush department. With the NFC North being a tight race, every little upgrade counts. Now, according to insiders like Diana Rossini, there's a strong indication that Chicago has their eyes on Allen, a player who could be the kind of difference maker that transforms their front. The buzz is that the Bears might be willing to part with a second-round pick to land him, recognizing just how valuable adding a player like Allen could be for their postseason push. Allen, the 28-year-old edge rusher from Jacksonville, is having a phenomenal season. He's putting up numbers that make it clear he's still in his prime and ready to impact games at an elite level. In 2025, he's already amassed 5 sacks, that's top 5 in the league according to PFF, along with 22 quarterback hits, an impressive grade of 89.7 and a pressure rate of 0.41 per snap. Those are numbers that any defensive coordinator dreams of, especially when you consider his ability to collapse the pocket and force quarterbacks into mistakes. Across his career, Allen has accumulated a total of 58 sacks over 95 games, along with 340 tackles, which shows he's not just a pass rusher, but also someone who can set the edge against the run. What makes Allen particularly intriguing for the Bears isn't just his raw talent, but also his recent trajectory. His EPA, expected points added, per pressure in 2024-25 is an eye-popping plus 29.4, and he has a win rate of 25%, which indicates consistent disruptive ability. Plus, his run-stopping skills are top-notch. With an 83% success rate, he's a nightmare for any blocking scheme. When you combine that with his ability to generate pressure on passing downs, Allen becomes a multi-dimensional force that can elevate any front seven. Now, it's important to understand the context of the Jaguars' current situation. Jacksonville is in the middle of a rebuild, sitting at 3-10, and their quarterback, Trevor Lawrence, despite showing flashes, isn't quite clicking at the level they'd hoped. The team's defense, which allows around 30 points per game, is also part of the rebuild puzzle. With a cap hit of around $19 million for Allen, the Jaguars are prioritizing freeing up cap space, roughly $15 million, to bolster their offensive line and wide receivers, areas they see as critical for their long-term development. So from Jacksonville's perspective, moving Allen makes some sense if it means getting cap relief and draft capital to accelerate their rebuild. For the Bears, though, acquiring Allen isn't just about plugging a hole. It's about transforming their entire defensive philosophy. Imagine a front with DeMarcus Walker, who's already posted 7 sacks this season and boasts a PFF grade of 85.9, complemented by Allen, who could push their total sacks from 37 up to around 52. That's a massive boost, not just in raw numbers, but in the kind of pressure they can generate on quarterbacks. And this isn't just about sacks, it's about the ripple effect. More pressure means more hurried throws, more turnovers, and a defense that opponents start to fear. Statistically, the impact of adding Allen could be profound. Opposing offenses might see their yards per carry drop from 4.5 to 3.7, simply because the pass rush is so relentless that running backs can't find space. The pass rush itself could improve by 15%, which would be a game changer in today's NFL, where the passing game rules. The Bears' defensive line with Allen and Walker could become a nightmare for offenses, similar to the dominant units of the 2010s Broncos, who boasted 55 sacks in a single season. And let's not forget the division implications. The Vikings and Lions, both potent teams with strong offenses, could find themselves under even more pressure. Allen's addition might be the X factor that helps the Bears close out games, turn the tide in crucial moments, and push them into the postseason with a real shot at making noise. The impact on the playoff odds is clear. With this move, the Bears' Super Bowl odds could jump from plus 1,000 to plus 550, and their chance of winning in the playoffs could see an 11% increase in win probability based on simulation data. From a strategic standpoint, this move could also solidify Matt Eberflus' legacy as a head coach who isn't afraid to make bold decisions. It signals to the league that the Bears are all in, that they're serious about building a defense that can dominate for years to come. Allen's presence on the field would energize the locker room, boost the confidence of the entire defense, and send a message to their division rivals that Chicago isn't just playing for now, they're gearing up for sustained success. Of course, there are questions about cap space and draft capital, but the Bears have shown they're willing to be aggressive when it comes to making their team better. With around $22 million in available cap space, they can maneuver to accommodate Allen's contract and still have room to improve other areas. The focus on building a resilient, high-pressure defense aligns perfectly with their long-term vision. This is about more than just a quick fix. It's about setting a foundation for the future, turning Soldier Field into a fortress that opponents dread stepping into. Looking ahead, if this trade goes through, it could serve as a catalyst for the Bears to finally break through the NFC North barrier. It would give them a defensive edge that few teams can match, especially against divisional rivals like the Vikings and Lions, who rely heavily on their passing games. The added pressure and depth on the edge could be the missing piece that propels Chicago into the playoffs and beyond, giving fans hope and excitement for what's to come. In the grander scheme of things, this potential move shows how serious the Bears are about winning now. They're willing to leverage their resources, make bold trades, and build a defense that can control games. Allen's addition would be a statement. Chicago is here to contend, and they're not going to settle for mediocrity. It's an exciting time for Bears fans, knowing that just around the corner, a game-changing acquisition could be on the horizon, one that redefines the team's trajectory. So as we follow these rumors closely, keep your eyes on Soldier Field and the NFL transaction wire. This could be the move that turns the tide, a new chapter in Chicago Bears history. And remember, the NFL is always unpredictable, but one thing is certain. The Bears are making moves, and they're doing everything they can to bring glory back to the Windy City. Stay tuned, Bears fans, because the best is yet to come. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Chicago Bears news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Chicago Bears fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential blockbuster? Do you think Josh Allen would be the perfect piece to complete Chicago's defense? Are you excited about the possibility of seeing him in navy and orange? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Bears. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Chicago Bears news. Let's keep the passion alive and keep dreaming big. Chicago is on the rise, and this could be the spark that ignites a new era of greatness for our beloved team.